no. Please, be seated. Party's at home is saying, do they really stand? You sound in a good mood tonight. Thank you for coming. Been standing in line? Outside? What's the temperature out there today? Did you get the margaritas we sent out? Ed, I told you to take them there first. Never got past the hall. It was murder out here today. It was so hot in the valley today. I saw a line of worms going into a bait shop just so they could get a trip to the beach. Oh, you are surly, aren't you? I'm Johnny Carson. I'm here tonight to set example for other comedians. Right after the monologue, I will order my rubber chicken to take a urine test. Well, have you been fond of the president? I was going to say the president. I was going to say Reagan at the same time. What do you call that? That's a
screwing up.
I think that's the technical term. The president, as you know, the day before yesterday announced, and good for him, an anti-drug crusade in this country. And he agreed to take drug test. Members of his cabinet, Secretary Schultz, Casper Weinberger, all the members of the cabinet have agreed to set an example for the nation by taking a drug test. And that's all good and well. Now, if they'll only do what we really want them to do, and that's take an IQ test. Well, there goes lunch at the White House again. Yeah. No, but the campaign's in high gear. The Defense Department plans to provide several million bottles at $600 apiece. You see, they have high prices. Be honest, how would we really know? How do we know that the president and members of the cabinet will really take a urine test? I mean, you gonna believe the CIA? You're never gonna know until the Washington Post leaks it. Then you'll probably know. What? Well, it could come out that way. Now, did you hear that Reagan? Apparently the president and Tip O'Neill went in together for their drug test. And Tip O'Neill was complaining, and the president said, well, Tip, that's the difference between you and me. I see the cup half full, and you see it half empty. One sad note. Poor George Bush, our vice president, was in Egypt. Now, he returned from Egypt this morning, walked in, and there was a bottle on his desk with a note. Said, fill it and return it. George thought that the White House wanted some of his wife's homemade preserves. So he called the Oval Office and says, this could take me a couple of weeks. Hotter than I thought. The vice president's been gone how long? He's been making a tour. Yesterday in Egypt, he visited King Tut's tomb as part of his Dead Leaders tour that George is on. No, later he meets with de Gaulle, Churchill, and he winds it up at Lenin's tomb. What do you say? Let's all get in a Winnebago and go somewhere, right? I'm going to depress you even further. Now, the Senate Finance Committee today in Washington gave the government authority to borrow another $244 billion. Do you know what the debt ceiling now is in the United States? Anybody have any idea? $2.323 trillion. Now, to give you an idea how much money that is, it would take Carl Sagan 10 years to count it by billions. Billion here, billion there. Jimmy Cagney. Okay. If I'm going to go to impressions and dance things, I don't care. I'm not going to be humiliated out here. You're standing over there in the shade. These guys say, hey, we got a gig later. Let him die. We don't care. Yes, sir. It's lonely on the linoleum. Did you see? Did you read? Do you care? How many of you have seen La Cage aux Folles? According to the paper, Frank Sinatra has agreed to play Frank Sinatra, one of the gay men in the film version of La Cage aux Folles. Can you? I can't see Frank doing that. Yeah. Saying to the bartender, set him up, Joe. Make it another creme de menthe for the road. I was just thinking. Sinatra, I mean, what's next? I mean, Clint Eastwood and Charlie Bronson probably team up and do Kate and Alley, the movie. I won't keep you because I know you're headed right for Knott's Berry Farm after this. So. We have an excellent show for you tonight. Don't let this be a harbinger. One of the great, truly magnificent voices in the world today, Placido Domingo. Yeah. Oh, sure. A very funny person. Well, it's the biggest laugh I got tonight, saying a very, very funny person, Robert Klein. Yeah. And a lovely lady I have not met yet, although I guess you know her quite well.
Yes, I do.
I've seen pictures of her.
Yeah.
She's lovely and...
talented.
Yes, and very talented. Devin de Vasquez. Is that the way you pronounce that?
Yes, that's close enough.
Devin de Vasquez.
Yes, very good.
Thank you. Gotta fight them, gotta fight you, gotta fight him. What? I don't need this, you know. Go to another business. Should have done Jackie Mason's act tonight. Don't need this, you know. Go ahead, go to show business. Anyway, Devin is here tonight. Did I mention the other people?
That's it.
Want your money back? No. We got a good show for you, and we'll be right back after this message.